They know Svenskeren is topside, so if you were to push out, if you are to play aggressively, you're exposing yourself so much to Acadian's ganks.
Yeah, that's why they're sitting back here, just trying to get those Klepto procs off like you talked about, make use of the Spell Thieves, and the constant Targon charges as well. Sven goes in for a trade against the wall.
Be able to find a stun on the Sneaky there, who flashes away, looking to keep himself alive, but no, sir! It's first blood over to Sven.
Sven and Smoothie, but here we go!
Into the mid lane, Bjergsen now gonna be in some trouble himself. Sleep coming down, more damage going through. Niski's able to find himself a kill, but here comes the counterattack. It's Acadian making it 1-for-1.
And we got an action-packed early game here, everybody, with a counter from Acadian cleaning up that extra kill. Cloud9 were trying to strike right back, but TSM take the advantage.
Their bot lane put so far behind by that. Sneaky just getting caught by the Condemned straight against the wall. And here it is one more time. Sneaky trying to utilize this brush. He is warded out.
Stem the bleeding here. Acadian actually venturing very deep into C9 territory. I think they may have an inkling here. Svenskeren's going to collapse on him.
Important to note, Hecarim level 6, Gragas level 5. Definite advantage there. Acadian already going to use the smite. Onto the Gromp, Svenskeren coming in now, looking to maybe find some damage here onto this guy. There comes your onslaught of shadows. And Acadian is way too far in enemy territory.
You said they needed a big horse, and they didn't get one.
Broken Blade will break Licorice in the 1v1.
Broken Blade says, you may be the LCS all-team top laner, Licorice, but listen, buddy, you're not going to win this 1v1. Akali popping off.
Yeah, and gets his flash as well. Doesn't even have to expend his own summoner. Takes down Licorice.
My goodness, though. First, Cloud9 closed the trap.
When you have Taric and Sona, you need large sources of damage coming from other places. They have Poppy on the top side, so Svenskeren is going to have to do some of that heavy lifting.
And speaking of the Sona and Taric on the bottom side, never mind, mid lane's got some action.
2v2 is going to be breaking out if Svenskeren can get here in time. Having to pick his target now, goes for Bjergsen. He's able to find the damage, and one more spin of the scythe should do it. He comes into the stasis, and Svenskeren will cut him down.
Taking down his old mid laner there, Svenskeren. Now Smoothie!
Rotation! Smoothie has to flash over the wall to keep himself safe.
Wow, the plays around the mid lane. Svenskeren getting dangerously strong. Now 2 levels up on Acadian. TSM are going to have to avoid this guy. You do not want to match equal numbers against this Hecarim.
And the rewards for that kill in mid lane are range of Acadian's engage.
And for those who wanted to do the quick maths of the gold being added together in the bottom side, it is about a 100 gold lead for TSM and their bottom lane, most of that being on the Vayne, of course, compared to the more even split between the Cloud9 members. But 100 gold's not exactly something you're going to write home about. As Svenskeren nearly one-shots the enemy support. Smoothie going to be in some trouble after that, but Onslaught of Shadows coming in, looking to find him, take him down.
Acadian too.
Svenskeren is on a killing spree, and Acadian will be slammed into the ground.
Licorice is going to come down with the teleport, pick up the other one. He has to get back up to that turret, though. Broken Blade going to push it, try and finish it off.
Well, they could threaten a dive on Sven if he stayed around, so he is going to get out of there. They're going to take a red buff back. Broken Blade, though, grabbing another plate before those did fall, and his advantage is the biggest one for TSM.
A lot of the story is so helpful for Zoe. Looking for these angles for the Sleepy Trouble bubble throughout the mid lane over all of these walls. See if they actually get punished here, though. Niski going in. Broken Blade is on a ward.
Here's Licorice.
Nice damage coming out from Niski onto Bjergsen. Going to force the flash over the wall as Licorice comes to collapse.
Oh.
Sneaky
Getting channeled. Broken Blade could be in some trouble here. Sneaky coming in. Svenskeren going to be taken very low. Taken down. Shut down. Credit over to Broken Blade. And Niski's going to kill onto Acadian in response. 2 dead on the side of Cloud9 as Licorice will fall to Broken Blade.
What a brawl. And TSM making use of their extra mobility here as they collapse and get the 2 kills onto Licorice and Svenskeren, just dropping Acadian. But on the out here, Niski fighting them off, getting some big chunks.
Yeah, Broken Blade brought so much time for the rest of his team coming in, and C9 just...
Yeah, TSM should be able to secure this one. Niski trying to poke around, though, and soften them up. You can see Broken Blade controlling the top side of the red jungle here, but he might get collapsed on. Licorice is closing in.
And Taric is here this time if they want a hard engage. Licorice is coming in from behind.
Licorice manages to throw Smoothie out of the fight, but he'll make his way back in. Going to be stolen away by Sneaky to start off the fight. Acadian now in some trouble. Going to be taken down by the Sona here as well. Cloud9 coming up big in this one.
Licorice there on the top side does distract Broken Blade, keeping him away from the rest of the fight. He flashes over afterwards, and it's C9 as a team using their synergies with the double support squad right down mid lane with the Rift Herald now.
Yeah, they could go really far with this if they want to. The has come in. They want to fight for this. But you gotta stay alive. You gotta stay safe in these team fights, and we'll see if he's gonna be able to do it because a Warrior Triforce done this early on in Jungle Hecarim is terrifying.
Fight could be starting off here. Broken Blade into the smoke.
Inside.
Down to half HP, but here comes your initiation. Acadian looking to start things off. Gonna be Ryle Growth knocked away though. Licorice will accidentally save the enemy jungler, but he's able to take down Smoothie at the same time. Damage comes through for Cloud9, and this team fight is fierce.
Again, C9 grouped up as 5. Big advantage here. And TSM went for the engagement. Acadian barely escapes with his life, but Smoothie not so lucky. And C9 will take the turret. They will take the Infernal Drake, and they are taking control of the mid game.
And look how fast they
Trying to push out side lanes with their mobile Akali, with the Vayne, and try and get pressure in multiple areas. But there's so much speed on Cloud9 with Hecarim, with Sona speed ups to chase you down. That's very dangerous. Baron here.
Acadian loses 80% of his HP in a single shot. There's no way for him to go into the pit and try to contest. Baron's going to be taken down. Cloud9, having already secured the objective, will now look for the fight. They'll find Pearson. They'll find Smoothie. They'll find Sven. And Cloud9 will look to find the win right here. Vayne is down, and Cloud9 is on the victory march.
That should be it, Flowers. Cloud9 have the Baron and a super. They are going to march it down mid and close out game number 1 in just over 26 minutes.
It was back and forth for quite a while in the early game, but TSM fell apart after Cloud9 was able to make their team play, sing the song they wanted. They're on the Nexus itself. They'll go into the ultimate just to look cool while they do it, and they'll take down the Nexus and win game 1.
TSM unable to gain enough map pressure to make use of the Vayne, of the Akali, and C9 grouping up for some big team fight wins.
I've got to give so much credit that game to Sven Skaren. He
Yes,
played
sir.
incredible.